category. Okay, the category that we're looking at today is breaking even. Okay, and the first thing to recognize is that a breaking even story problem is not really actually a new category at all. Okay, in fact, a breaking even story problem is actually a comparison story problem. Okay, but we need to recognize the two things that are being compared within that problem. Okay, so when we're talking about what does breaking even mean? What does that mean? Do we know? Like if I say, what would it take to break even?
Split up evenly.
An even number.
Chloe?
Why isn't it in money until you not lose money?
That's a great example, right? To not lose money. So if I'm going to open a business and I have to take out a loan for $100,000 to start with, does it matter if the first week I make $80,000? Well, no, not really, because where does that $80,000 have to go? Back towards the loan, right? I'm not actually making money until I've paid off that loan. Okay, so breaking even is where is the point that you have no more debt, right? No debt, no profits. You're back to where you started. Now, it doesn't have to just be money. You know, you could borrow something from someone that's not money related, but a lot of times we talk about it with money. Okay, so there are two things in a breaking even problem that we want to compare. We want to compare the money that we spend, and we'll set that equal to the money that we make. Okay, so instead of option A equals option B, we'll need money spent versus money made. Okay, and these two things aren't necessarily obvious. Now, once you recognize that you're in a breaking even story problem, and once you realize that that is the same thing as a comparison story problem, but your two options are spending and making, everything else after that point is the same. Okay, so who wants to be next up for a story problem? Who hasn't been in a story problem yet?
Kaylee.
Christy is really good at volunteering people for story problems. Kaylee, what do you want to be selling today? You're going to open a business. What do you want your business to be?
Sure, bracelet.
Bracelets. Okay, so Kaylee is selling bracelets. For $4 each. But if Kaylee wants to actually sell her bracelets and get people to buy them, she's probably gonna, like, I don't know, need some stuff to make the bracelets with. Would we agree? Right? They don't just like conjure out of thin air unless you missed your Hogwarts letter. Right? We would need to actually have the stuff to make them. So she's also going to have to spend, let's say $2 each for supplies. And let's say she's going to spend $32 advertising. I don't know. She's going to make a poster and set up a table on a corner like a lemonade stand. I have no idea.
$32.
It's a very fancy poster. I don't know. Whatever. Right? But do we get that this is how most businesses work? Right? You can't sell something unless you purchase it to start with. And you need to turn around and sell it for more than you paid for it. But you also have some other fees happening at the same time. Whether that be employees, whether that be advertising, whether that be whatever. Okay, at this point, we should recognize, okay, how much or how many bracelets does Kaylee need to sell to break even? Well, to do that, we would need to set up option A equals option B, or how much we spend, or Kaylee spends, versus how much Kaylee makes. So let's decide what goes in each category. $4, is that spending or making?
It's
When this $4 happens, does it go into Kaylee's pocket or is Kaylee giving it to someone else?
she doesn't give $4 with a bracelet.
Yeah, Kaylee gives them a bracelet
$4.
and they give her $4. So it's money that Kaylee's making, right? Are we okay with that? $2, spending or making?
Spending.
$32. Doesn't this look just like a comparison problem? All right, would we agree? Okay. Now we need to assign a variable to anything happening per item. Is the $2 happening per bracelet? Yes. $2 each. Is the $32 happening per bracelet?
No.
Nope. Is the $4 happening per bracelet? Yup. Are we okay with that? What sign do we need to put in between this 2x and the 32?
Addition.
Addition. Why addition? Because it's a total. Is it something we know how to solve? So let's solve it. The variables are on opposite sides, so we'll use the opposite sign. What does that 16 tell us?
That's many bracelets she sells to.
She needs to sell 16 bracelets to break even. Every bracelet she sells after 16, she starts making money. Are we okay on that? Kind of, sort of, maybe? Okay, so let's look at one more. Let's say we are going to sell shirts for $8.50 each. Okay, we are going to buy them for $5 each. And we're going to have to pay someone to work at a booth and sell them. That person's going to make $52.21. I don't know why they're making 21 cents. I just made that up. Okay, so if we set this up, right? Money we're spending, money we're making. Is the $8.50 money we're spending or money that we're making? Making, right? Because we are selling them to someone, they are paying us $8.50. How about the $5? Spending or making?
Spending.
How about the $52.21? Which one of these up here gets the variable? Okay, so the 5 does. Anything else? Right, and I'll add because that's a total. So let's solve this. many shirts do we need to sell to break even?
15.
15. Why 15 on this one? Why didn't we round up on this one? Okay, so we can't sell 9/10 of a shirt, so why am I not just saying 14 shirts? Because that's not enough, right? I need more than 14, so it's my 15th shirt.